It's November 19th, 2023. Casey and his friend Colton return to the ruins of an abandoned ghost town hidden deep in the wilderness of Rodney, Mississippi, a place shrouded in paranormal lore and unsettling legends. But this time, what they had encountered would go far beyond anything supernatural.
What is that? Shh. There's a fucking fire up there. There's somebody up there, bro. Hold on. Here, hold this for a second. Wait, bro, hold this for a second. I'm gonna turn on the night vision. Wait. I'm gonna be out here right now.
After hiking for what felt like hours, the last bit of sunlight slipped behind the trees and the forest around them was swallowed by darkness. Just as the night settled in, they noticed something strange ahead. A flickering glow in the distance, a campfire. Curious and on edge, they pulled out their night vision binoculars to get a better look. What they saw made their blood run cold.
Why are we going towards it? Get down. Oh, he turned the fire off. Oh my God. Dude, it's going. Wait. This way. No, cut the camera. Let's go.
A man stood by the fire holding an axe, but then something even more chilling happened. The man extinguished his fire and turned. He stared directly toward them as if he could see them, even through the pitch-black forest.
We just saw someone in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
Flat the out.
And
I did not sign up for this at all.
And I think that they're following us. Every time we go about 100 yards, we hear branches and breaking behind us.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get cut up by some backwoods hillbilly dude.
I think we might be coming up on the town now. But there's definitely someone out here following us, so we need to move quick.
Shaken by the encounter and gripped by a growing sense of danger, they pressed on toward the ghost town. They were too deep in to turn back now, but the worst was still to come. As they reached the outskirts of the abandoned town, something caught their attention.
I think we're coming up, though. Mine's dying, too. Wait. Get down. There's someone else up there. Someone just ran across this fucking street.
Where are we supposed to go then?
Shh, I hear something. Wait. We need to move.
Dude.
Let's go left. Let's go this way.
A shadow. Someone was sneaking past them. It wasn't their imagination. They were being watched, followed. It felt like they had become prey. Desperate for shelter, they headed to the old church, the very one where they had experienced paranormal activity during a previous visit. It was their only refuge from whatever was stalking them in the woods. Inside the church, they tried to steady their nerves and resume their paranormal investigation. They powered on their ghost equipment, hoping to make contact with the spirits that supposedly haunted the place. But suddenly, the church began to shake.
I don't want to be here very long.
Nah, bro. Let's just get this figured out.
Go for it.
Never in my life did I think I would be in here.
This is the real deal, bro. This is the real deal. These are the altars, man.
No way. Be hella careful.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
What's up?
Nothing.
Can you please give us a message through one of these devices? You can say something through this. You can say something through this. Give us a message.
Oh! Man, hold on.
What the f*** was that? I've never heard anything like that in my life.
Dude, that was way more than
We need to find our way back to the car, like, now.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get out of here.
I don't even know where.
We gotta go back that way in the f***ing woods.
The wooden walls trembled violently, as if an earthquake had struck. Panic set in. What were the odds of that happening at the exact moment they tried to communicate with the dead? They had had enough. It was time to leave. Navigating through the dark woods, they finally reached their car and sped off into the night, only to find another obstacle waiting.
This is definitely the way we came.
100%.
This is the only way.
This is the only way, yeah.
Pull up a little bit, get closer, so I can see what's going on.
It's gonna our tires out, dude.
Yeah. All right. I'll move them.
Get back in.
Bro, I think there's someone back there.
No, don't say that.
Lock the door. Lock the door.
A massive tree had fallen across the road. They had no choice but to stop and move it. But as Colton stepped out, he noticed something. Movement in the woods. He grabbed the night vision binoculars and scanned the area. That's when he saw it.
Like how far away?
Someone back there.
How far away?
Oh, he's running, bro. Holy.
Figure running. Terrified, they jumped back into the car and sped off, the figure vanishing into the darkness behind them. Though they escaped the forest, the feeling of dread never left. Whether it was spirits, strangers, or something even more sinister, what chased them and Rodney that night will haunt them forever. Meet Dan, a beloved YouTuber known for his fearless deep dives into the paranormal. For nearly a decade, he's explored haunted locations, forgotten forests, and chilling campsites, captivating viewers with his calm presence in places most would never dare to enter. But tonight, even Dan will be pushed to his limit. On this particular night, Dan teams up with his longtime friends Brendan and James for what they call their most intense challenge yet. An overnight investigation inside the abandoned Lancaster County Lunatic Asylum. Built in 1816 and left to rot for nearly a decade, the asylum carries a reputation steeped in fear. Locals say it's cursed. Others claim it's simply evil. But Dan and his team are determined to find out the truth for themselves. They pack up their gear and make the long drive to the desolate site, unaware of what's waiting for them inside.
What we're going to do, we're going to try and barricade ourselves in a bit. We picked this spot because... I heard a footstep coming from there then, and then I heard something else, I heard a water drop coming.
I'll just let you know that down that corridor...
Oh, shut up! Might just be water drops.
From the moment they arrive, something feels off. Footsteps echo through the empty halls despite no one else being there. They chalk it up to dripping water or crumbling walls. Trying to shake the tension, they set up camp inside the asylum, light a small fire outside one of the side wings, and eat dinner, doing their best to stay grounded in the eerie surroundings.
This bit here, while I do my editing, and if I fall asleep, at least you can just get in this bit. Right. Oh, and by the way, if you hear anything, just wake us up instantly.
As the night settles in, Dan and James decide to get some rest while Brendan volunteers to keep watch. But peace doesn't last long.
What the hell's that? Right, a massive bang just came from down there.
Came from that room there. Which came through that place. Pass me that place.
A deafening bang suddenly rattles the entire building, jolting everyone awake. The sound wasn't distant. It was close. Too close. The team can no longer ignore the growing sign. Whispers, footsteps, cold gusts of air in the sealed-off rooms. And then, without warning, a scream.
We was down there, we've heard it come from this direction. Is it coming from our room? I know what's doing that doorway. Or is it coming from inside there? I don't know. What was that noise?
What?
Yeah.
No.
I just seen your face just drop. It sounded like a... Yeah. It's all kind of What the hell was that?
We're not going in there, I'm not.
Oh, no. That was a scream, I swear to God. I swear to God, that was a scream. Right from where we came, that was from our room as well.
Are you joking? I don't know how, you can't really get in there.
Right.
If there's stairs, you were sure it came from our room, wasn't it?
It might come from upstairs. I'm sure, almost positive I got that on my audio as well.
A girl's scream, high-pitched and chilling, cuts through the darkness. Frozen in shock, the three stare at each other, unsure of what they just heard, but they know they aren't imagining things anymore.
Do you reckon it came from downstairs?
Upstairs, downstairs, I heard it. Oh God, was that not down by our room?
Listen, if someone... Footsteps.
There's another staircase there though as well.
Obviously, we've heard noises. We are currently staying here overnight. What is the first question we ask?
Why?
No, to the spirit.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Do you wish to cause us any harm?
Okay, do you wish to cause us any harm here? Okay, can you give me your name, please? Again. I swear to God, that came from our room.
I'm not going back. My car keys are in there. No, there's stairs there. There's another set of stairs.
Right. Will we come through this? We need to investigate it. We need to find out what it is. Hello?
Shaken but determined, they pull out their spirit box and begin scanning the frequencies, hoping to make contact. Were they being followed? Was something toying with them? Or was there truly a presence inside this asylum? One that never left. As the night stretches on, the tension becomes unbearable. The noises intensify. Shadows shift in places where no light exists. And suddenly, it's not just spirits they're worried about, because the scariest part of all is realizing that sometimes the real danger isn't the dead, it's the living. Fearing for their safety and surrounded by escalating threats, Dan, Brendan, and James make the call to leave. They came seeking answers, but what they found inside Lancaster County Asylum may never be fully explained. And one thing is certain, some places don't want to be disturbed. This is Gaz, a seasoned outdoorsman, and the face behind the YouTube channel Grizzly Gaz. If you've been following us for a while, you'll definitely recognize him from earlier videos. Known for his love of nature and exploration, Gaz is often out camping, sometimes deep in the wilderness or on van trips, always with his loyal dog Fendi by his side. On March 25th, 2022, Gaz set out on another solo woodland adventure. It was a crisp spring day. The sun was out, but the trees still stood bare from winter's touch. After about an hour of hiking through the dense forest, he found an ideal spot to set up camp. As always, he prepared a warm meal, chicken tikka rice for himself and some dog food for Fendi. Everything seemed calm, almost perfect. But that peace wouldn't last. After pitching his tent, chopping wood, and lighting a fire to cook dinner, Gaz noticed how eerily quiet the forest had become. Still, he felt safe, isolated, but not unsettled.
I'm on dog's bed with dog's blanket. She's in my bed, look. What's all that about, mate? You've been kicked out of my own bed.
He and Fendi finished their meal and turned in for the night. Then around 1 a.m., Gaz was jolted awake by something completely unexpected.
I had some kids earlier just running about, messing about. So, my little...
The sound of children laughing, faint but unmistakable. The laughter seemed to pass just outside his tent. Now, if you know Gaz, you know he's not the kind to hide from the unknown. Grabbing his flashlight, he stepped into the pitch-black woods to investigate. And there it was again. That chilling laughter echoing through the trees. But when he shone his light into the darkness, nothing. No sign of anyone. What would children be doing in the middle of the night deep in the forest? Uneasy but composed, Gaz eventually returned to his tent and stayed awake for the next hour listening. But the forest had gone quiet once more.
I think that's about enough excitement for one night. What do you think? It's bedtime. Unless all happens during night, I'll see it morning.
Eventually, exhaustion won and he drifted off. By dawn, the forest felt normal again. He packed up camp and hiked out, still haunted by what he had heard. Was it just an animal? An echo playing tricks on the mind? Or were there really children out there in the woods that night? If so, where did they go? And why couldn't he see them? To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. When Gaz uploaded the footage, viewers flooded the comments with disbelief. Many praised his bravery, stunned that he stayed the night after hearing something so chilling. But then again, this is Gaz, and he doesn't back down easily. Would you have stayed after hearing something like that? Let me know in the comments below. This is Maddie, the adventurous soul behind the channel Maddie Van Halen, known for his love of nature, freedom, and life on the road in his trusty camper van. But his trip into the Colorado wilderness on March 11th, 2023 turned out to be far more than just another peaceful night under the stars. Maddie and his friends had found the perfect remote spot. Isolated, quiet, surrounded by nature. It was everything they were looking for. But the calm didn't last.
Was that necessary? There's a lot of people out here. Okay, do what you want, bro. Nah, go ahead. Do what you want, bro. Do what you want. Do what you want. Have a good time.
Man, all you gotta do is just leave.
Not really, but you keep moving.
Just go.
Out of nowhere, a thick cloud of dust rolled in. A lone car came tearing through the landscape, doing donuts recklessly, kicking up gravel and dirt right next to their camp. Of all the wide open space, why here? Trying to stay calm, Maddie and his friends approached the driver, but the man didn't apologize. He didn't even offer an explanation. Instead, his expression shifted. Cold, aggressive. Without a word, he revved his engine and sped off into the distance. But something didn't feel right. And unfortunately, it wasn't over.
We all had to pack up pretty quick and go. The guy came back in another vehicle. So it's at least 3 of them. I know it's 4 of us, but we don't have guns. So I don't want to get all shot up. And this is not the first time this has happened.
Not long after, the man returned, this time with 3 others. Now 4 men stood by the camp, and it was immediately clear they weren't there to talk. Their behavior turned threatening, their words laced with intimidation. They hinted they were armed. Maddie and his friends had no weapons, no backup, and no time to second guesses. The situation had become dangerous fast. Without hesitation, they packed up their camp in record time, their adrenaline spiking with every sound in the dark. Whether it was a twisted game or a serious threat, they knew one thing for sure. They had to get out of there. Thankfully, they managed to escape safely. But the encounter left them rattled. Who were those men? And what would have happened if Maddie and his friends hadn't acted quickly? It's a chilling reminder when you're out in the wilderness. It's not always nature you need to fear. Sometimes it's the people you don't expect. It was the night of September 4th, 2024. Camos, the well-known Spanish YouTuber recognized for his fearless explorations throughout Spain, had ventured deep into the wilderness for another adventure. And this time, he was joined by his close friends Jafinho and Jada. The trio was searching for a place to set up camp, unaware that something far more serious was about to unfold.
Pera aí, vamos ver se a gente escuta de novo. Oh, meu Deus do céu, velho, meu Deus. Meu Deus do céu.
As they navigated through the thick forest, their plans came to a sudden halt. Out of the darkness, they heard it, a woman's voice crying out for help, faint but unmistakable. The atmosphere shifted instantly. The air felt heavier, and with no cell service this far from civilization, turning back wasn't an option. They knew they had to act, and fast. Whoever this woman was, she was clearly in danger. They began calling out, hoping for a response, but the woman didn't answer. Instead, something else echoed back.
Peraí, vamos fazer silêncio de novo pra ver se a gente... Peraí, Jefinho, peraí, vamos ver se a gente escuta de novo, peraí. Parece que tá tão perto. Vai pra lá. A gente tá bem fechada a moto aqui, cara. Você entrou caído aqui. Não, tem que olhar pra baixo, onde eu tô andando.
Não, é, mas...
Cara, aí. Ó. Moça! Moça! Eu achei um negócio aqui, velho. O que tu achou? Eu achei um negócio aqui, velho. Um tênis, mano. Um pé de tênis aqui, ó. Moça.
Get a faint cough coming from deep within the trees. Their concern turned to urgency. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't paranormal. Someone needed help right now.
Olha aqui. Onde, cara? Moça do céu. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Moça. Meu Deus. Calma. Moça, meu Deus do céu, cara. Tá amarrada. Calma.
And then they saw her. A woman tied to a tree, barely conscious, unable to move, her voice weak, but desperate. Without hesitation, they rushed to free her, frantically untying the ropes that bound her. When she could finally speak, she revealed a horrifying truth. Earlier that morning, she had been on her way to work when a man armed with a gun attacked her. He struck her, stole her belongings, and dragged her into the forest. There, he tied her up and left her to die. She had been out there for hours alone, injured, terrified, just waiting for someone to find her. And worst of all, he told her he'd be coming back.
Vamos fazer o seguinte, a gente leva ela pro carro, deixa ela se acalmar, dá um pouco de água pra ela. Cara, ela tá desde as 4h pouco aqui, velho. Ela tá desidratada. Tem saída?
The group knew they had no time to lose. Fearing the man could return at any moment, they helped the woman through the dark woods, racing to find their way back to the car and escape. Later, the police were called and took over the investigation. As of now, it's unclear whether the attacker has been caught. But one thing is certain. This woman survived a nightmare, and the trauma she carries will likely last a lifetime. Kamas and his friends may have gone into the woods for an adventure, but they ended up saving a life.